Coming up on this latest edition of DITV News, we give you the rundown of how one fraternity is turned fatal.
And later, I give you the rundown of last night's City Council results.
We have some updates on the awards given to the Iowa football team following their big win against Ohio State.
And we see how one Iowa basketball player is stepping up for this season for the team.
Snow is incoming. Find out how Iowa City is dealing with snow emergencies and weather.
All that and more coming up on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Cole Johnson. In what is the most recent controversy for college Greek life, Florida State University, has put a hold on all Greek life activities Monday after the death of a student and the drug-related arrest of another.
20-year-old Andrew Coffey was found dead off campus in a Tallahassee home. While there is currently no official cause of death, alcohol is suspected to be a key factor.
This ban of Greek activities is indefinite and is slated to hold until Greek life officials work out new measures to better control and monitor student behaviors.
In state news, Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley has made public his plans to advance the well-being of U.S. veterans. In a Tuesday press release, Grassley stated that he was going to be working to reform veteran affairs, specifically addressing the patient backlog scandals. He stated, quote, "The unacceptable practice of gaming the system to make it appear wait times are meeting standards of care set by the VA tragically resulted in preventable deaths and delivered a black eye to the entire VA healthcare system." Additionally, he stated, quote, "We owe a debt of gratitude for those who serve in the U.S. Armed Forces to protect and defend America's scrutiny and sovereignty." You can read more on the issue in today's edition of the Daily Iowan. And we have your results on the Iowa City Council election. Cole Johnson is standing by in the segment studio with more. Cole?
Newly filled seats on the City Council. Kingsley Botchway walked away with the most votes in the list of at-large candidates with 5,638 votes, and he will be holding on to his seat in the City Council. Botchway won 13 Iowa City precincts. Mazahir Salih was close behind him with 5,573 votes. She won 11 precincts plus the absentee ballot category. She will be taking over the second at-large seat. Salih is also the first Muslim woman and immigrant to serve on Iowa City's City Council. Angela Winicky trailed both candidates by over 4,000 votes. Now looking at the District B race, Susan Mims won outright with 4,197 votes and overall had the majority in 17 precincts and the absentee ballot. Ryan Hall, a University of Iowa student, followed behind with 2,920 votes. Overall, there was only 15.5% voter turnout rate. Be sure to check out today's copy of the Daily Iowan or online at dailyiowan.com for more on this race and to hear a little bit more from the candidates. Okay, cool. Are we good with that?
Cold weather is always a struggle when trying to keep your utilities down, but you should check out why your house is so freezing first. One local group does just that. DITV reporter Junya Kim tells us more.
Green Iowa AmeriCorps among state of Iowa provides free service to promote energy efficiency and encourage sustainability in the community.
So our main focus is performing home energy audits and weatherization services.
For audit process, they go into your house and perform safety tests to check volume of harmful chemicals, then they identify places where air leaks.
Anything from caulking around windows to seal those air leaks, to door sweeps, to window kits.
After they identify the spots, then they conduct weatherization to eliminate those leaks. Anyone in the community can access to the service, regardless of their status.
Service is free and available to everyone. There's no income qualification or anything like that. We don't require any personal information.
Green Iowa AmeriCorps wants to warm up not only the house but also community connection.
We really want the community to kind of reflect on their own habits and kind of like how they can reduce their carbon emission, like a carbon footprint, and get more connected with their community.
To access the service, you can simply go to its website and schedule an audit. Reporting from downtown of Iowa City, this is Junya Kim of DITV News.
Well, Cole, today's the day I officially broke out my big winter coat this morning.
Well, you're a little late on that. I've had mine out for a few weeks. Let's toss it over to Joe to see if snow is in the forecast. Joe?
Yeah, guys, winter is definitely approaching. We need to start thinking about that incoming snow and what we need to do. Iowa City, a snow's emergency ordinance is designed to limit street parking during snow emergencies. This allows plows access to clear entire streets during the extreme winter storms. If you park on the street to avoid ticketing or even towed during these storms, check out Iowa City's snow route map. This map shows each part of the Iowa City divided into a different part corresponding to a number. This will help you know when the city is going to plow its streets so you can stay ticket-free this winter season. To find out more, visit icgov.org. And moving on to Iowa City weather for the week, this afternoon we're looking at mostly sunny skies with a high of 49 degrees. As we move into the evening hours, we'll see a partly cloudy night with temperatures dropping down to about 34 degrees. Now let's take a look at our extended forecast. Thursday we'll have a sunny day with a lot of wind and temperatures reaching a high of 37 degrees. For the most part, this coming weekend is going to be cold and cloudy. Friday, see partly cloudy skies with temperatures reaching up in the mid-30s. Saturday, we can expect to see some rain showers out there with a high in the 40s. And Sunday, expected to be mostly cloudy skies with a highs reaching in the low 40s. The clouds aren't going to go anywhere on Monday, as we'll also expect to see some clouds with high in the 40s. And guys, that's your weather for the week. Back to you.
Each Wednesday, we here at Daily Iowan TV are proud to bring in the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Care and Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
This week's Animal of the Week is Casey. Casey is a 2-year-old pit mix who enjoys spending time with people more than anything in the world.
He is a happy-go-lucky boy who likes to play and loves his toys. He likes to go outside and learn about the world around him. Once he's gotten his playtime in, he is always ready for petting and relaxation.
Whoever adopts Casey gets a voucher discount for positive reinforcement class. These classes would give Casey the opportunity to learn good dog manners and get to know other dogs in the classes.
These classes also help Casey build a stronger relationship with his new family. For more information on them and other animals, please visit the ICAC website, call them at their phone number, or just stop by for a visit. Well, I hope I can go and adopt Casey.
Yeah, absolutely, Cole. And so football, that win against Ohio State was already a couple days ago, but everyone's still talking about it.
Yeah, it's been intense. The Ohio State press conference, they actually can't figure out what happened, which I think is completely hilarious because it was an awesome game for everyone there. Let's toss over into the sports studio for more on that. Guys?
That's right. Ohio State still not sure what happened, but what people are sure is that Iowa played lights out.
Absolutely. That defense was catching interceptions all the time, and Nate Stanley was throwing like he was running for his life.
That's right, and they're finally getting some recognition. Defensive back Josh Jackson had an impressive game against the Buckeyes. Jackson tied the school record with 3 interceptions against then Heisman candidate J.T. Barrett and recorded himself 3 solo tackles as well. Jackson earned national recognition yesterday and was named the Bednarik National Defensive Player of the Week and Big Ten Co-Defensive Player of the Week as well. On the other side of the ball, quarterback Nate Stanley received the Manning All-Star Player of the Week as well as Big Ten Conference Offensive Player of the Week.
But the awards did not stop there for the Hawkeyes. Head coach Kurt Ferentz was named the Bobby Dodd Trophy Coach of the Week, which is awarded to coaches whose players demonstrate success in all areas of the field, on and off it. Ferentz and the Hawks will follow up their big win in Madison, Wisconsin, taking on the number 6 ranked Badgers this upcoming Saturday, looking to pull out another upset win as they did against the Buckeyes.
Now Iowa volleyball welcomes in another nationally ranked opponent into Carver tonight. The Hawks are coming off a tough loss against number 22 ranked Purdue, but they look to bounce back in big ways against an even tougher opponent. DITV's Taylor Van Fleet has more.
All season long, we have watched this Iowa volleyball team compete with some of the toughest programs in the country. And although they haven't necessarily been getting the outcomes they were hoping for, they have not made things easy on their opponents. And they'll have another big challenge tonight as they take on number 1 ranked Penn State here in Carver.
Penn State has really physical hitters. They have, I think it's the best hitting percentage in the Big Ten right now, so that block will really help us a lot if they can stay closed and just allow the defense to play defense around them.
We're going to have to be very disciplined defensively. Our block has had some good success, even against the more aggressive attackers, the bigger attackers. And I think if we just play with our confidence that we have had with our block and then the combination of our defense, I think we should be able to sustain and win quite a few rallies.
Coach has always been telling us all year that we're going to be at 23-all with the best teams in the country, which is true. And we get there a lot, and sometimes we've been able to finish, and sometimes we haven't. And so really this week we're working on being able to finish out those tight matches and not letting those pressure moments get to us.
The Hawks were able to take a set from the Nittany Lions back in September, and that was the first time they did that in over 5 years. So now they know they can hang with the best. It's just about closing those games out. Reporting for Iowa Volleyball, this has been Taylor Van Fleet with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
You can catch the Hawks face the #1 ranked Nittany Lions tonight inside Carver Hawkeye Arena at 8 p.m.
Now, Iowa basketball season tips off Friday night with their first regular season game, and there will be one player who had quite a journey to the court this season. Lucy Rodin has more.
Just one day before Iowa basketball's first exhibition game of the season, point guard Christian Williams announced he was transferring, which made room for another man in the rotation, and Connor McCaffrey is stepping up to fill that role.
It wasn't about me, so it was all about him. He recognized that Christian leaving created an opportunity for another ball-handling guard to contribute to this team. He wants to contribute to this team. He loves his team.
It wasn't very tough. Just kind of had to think about all the pros and cons and talk to Coach Heller. I wanted to make sure things were squared off with him, make sure I was on the same page as my dad. Once we kind of laid everything out, it just made more sense.
And after his red shirt was pulled, Connor gave up his seat here on the bench for playing time on the court.
He's making the most of it. He's enjoying it every step of the way, and I'm trying to help him out as much as possible. He's got a lot to learn, obviously, but it helps his dad being the head coach, and he's figuring out a lot of things like really quickly like I did when I got here, so it's going to help a lot for us as a team.
Connor's original plan for his freshman year was to redshirt in basketball and play on the baseball team.
He was all in with baseball, so he had an opportunity to grow within that program, and so that was hard, because he decided to commit there, but Coach Heller was great. He said, look, he's going to play, then he needs to play.
It wasn't as much that I was so focused on baseball. I'm kind of a plan guy, I'm a comfort zone guy. That was kind of what we had picked out, so I was focused on that. It wasn't that I was so locked in on it that I wasn't, thinking at all about basketball. I still was coming to practice every day. I was playing hard, trying to do whatever I could to help the team. It's just I wasn't going to play because that wasn't the plan. But obviously, plans can be adjusted.
Connor is still unsure as to whether or not he will redshirt in baseball this year. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this has been Lucy Rodin, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Iowa will tip off against Chicago State at 8:05 p.m. at Carver Hawkeye Arena this Friday. You can catch the game on BTN Plus with our very own Mary Kate Harrian on the sideline.
And tune in tomorrow for the first look into the quickly approaching start of the Iowa wrestling season.
And to check in with the Iowa women's basketball team, that's all from us in the sports studio, guys. Back to you.
That's all we have for you on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news.
And if that isn't enough of the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to pick out today's print edition of the news on Stands Now.
For all of us here at DITV, I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Cole Johnson. Have a good day, Iowa City, and we'll see you next time.